and I was like, "Yep, this is a cream saver."
Alright. There we go. Transition. Transition. Interior. Well, no. Exterior. Tent. Storms. Raging. Uh-oh. Let's see. Connection.
Sign in with Google. Well, okay then. Just fly away on our comforter then.
I know yesterday it seems that Hermos is going for the harem option, but I promise you he's not.
No idea what you're referring to.
Alright, so when last we left off, of the gods were fighting in the sky, and you guys were watching helplessly below as his blood red sands and uh, blood red mist were providing around the city with a barrier of some kind, um, protecting the city itself from the brunt of the damage.
Mm.
Um, After a minute or so of this, is everyone hears these bells ringing. Um, those who have been in the city for a year can give me a insight check.
Okay, so those who weren't in the tomb.
Yeah, basically those who went in the tomb.
Oh, we actually have a John today.
Gasp. Alright. Well, I can't see anyone pop up because the reactive images is out right now. Who knows when it's going to be back online, but the show must go on, right? Is that I'm going to turn on everyone's face cams.
Nope.
I don't have a face cam, so
I'd say I don't have
that's
a
not
cam
gonna
either.
work.
Well, that's your own fault. Anyway.
Could I? Yes. Will I? No.
It's 17. Um, yeah. Monic, you know that this is the sandstorm warning bells. They're usually only used when like there's a heavy sandstorm that makes it past the Great Sand Wall. Essentially, it just is warning everyone to go
Alright, you're
indoors.
muted. Yeah, you're muted.
Hello?
Oh,
There you
hello.
are.
Wait, you guys couldn't hear me before?
No,
No.
you muted yourself.
Oh,
We heard you when you were asking if we could hear you. We could hear you the whole time that you were asking before that. It's just that it after that you sort of went quiet. I thought you had just stopped talking.
No, I've been trying to. I had asked if you were going to put the roll up.
No, oh, I was just letting everyone free roll this one that was there.
Well, I got a 17.
Yeah. So from what I was just saying is that it's the sandstorm warning sirens, well, bells. The bells basically just mean that everyone needs to go indoors to wait out the sandstorm. And it's basically just a call for everyone to open their doors for the people who are just out on the street that could get called in it as well. So you would know all throughout the city, people are just going into the nearest door that they have around them.
Hmm.
Guess I should probably go.
And where are we?
You
We're
guys
at the camp.
are in the northern district next to the bread store. You're outside the tent.
You want to go to? Let's see. Is what's his face's son in the factory, or
He's
Yeah,
he's he's at home right now. Oh.
which would be in the factory?
well, it's above the bread store.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go upstairs to check on him as his father.
Mhm. Father, what's going on?
It seems two of the gods have had a disagreement.
Are we going to be all right? Is the city going to disappear like the Dark Island?
I was thinking, can we get out of like?
Uh, whatever the fate of the city, know that you will be okay.
Chiante,
Yes.
are we
Lies.
close? Are we close to an edge of the barrier?
To be okay if you're
Um,
in the.
you're so you can see that the barrier er, goes a little bit past the walls of the city itself. You're not sure exactly how far past though. You don't know if this barrier encompasses like all the parts of the city outside of the walls and the farms and the forest and everything. But
Um,
yeah,
okay. Am I close? Are we close enough that I could try to chuck a rock at the barrier?
no,
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
it's a good bit down the
Oh,
way.
this city while this war is going on. Why don't we figure out a way to get to that adventurers guild and get in that teleporter?
If they let us.
He said that he gave. I have the paperwork. I'm gonna pat around my body. He gave me his permission.
Chiante, do I know what the Adventurers Guild MO is in this lockdown scenario?
In a scenario like this, they would most likely max since the teleporter can only be used a certain number of times a day. They would most likely leave it in reserve to get it as many people out of the city as they can in that fashion as possible.
Yeah, which means we wouldn't be able to just use it willy-nilly, and it's probably going to be reserved, especially for, nobility, high rank, yada.
No,
But we
no,
also
they don't prioritize
Uh,
nobility
yeah,
or anything there.
we have permission.
the thing is that permission is useless right now. They are
Well,
going to they're falling back on their standard operating procedure in an emergency. They will
right.
not let us just use it for us. We would have to go as part of a big group if they start evacuating.
We are a part of a big group and we want to evacuate.
If they start evacuating.
Right, but
Your word means nothing, little one.
we would
In
be
other
first.
words, go and shoot your gun at one of those gods up there, and piss them off enough to make this where we have to evacuate, and then maybe.
There's a barrier. They're outside the barrier.
No, we're not. We're inside the barrier.
They're inside the barrier doing this crap?
Yeah, so, okay. On the map, can you see the map?
No, I'm on the tab. Give me a second. I'm loading.
Mumble,
All right.
mumble, get a good computer, mumble, mumble.
Well, while everyone is doing that, Simon's just gonna head back inside the tent and go to sleep. Whatever the fuck is going on out here isn't his goddamn problem.
Yes,
if
it
he
is.
dies.
No, it's not his problem, but it is his fault.
Yep. It is 100% his fault.
That's technically not untrue.
But wait. But we don't know that.
Yeah, I know.
We know
I'm
that the
speaking out of game.
Aaron just started fighting.
Yeah, I'm speaking out of game.
No, I was talking. Okay. He
So-
said.
So basically, the two gods started bickering. I forgot his name already. The dragon god. Genryujin threw up a barrier, and these two gods are basically in that anime pose, clasp hands, clash. Basically, I think you said over the castle district.
Yes.
So in
They're
this
outside
city,
the barrier.
is happening.
No, they're outside the barrier. Because they summoned the sea and sands, and it's encompassing the whole of the barrier.
I thought you said they're underneath the barrier though.
No, that's what I wrote down. Was that they were?
Yeah, their domains extend past the barrier. They themselves are in the sky, just underneath the dome.
Basically, one summoned the fog from the sea. One summoned a sandstorm coming in. They're clashing, but their effects were coming in from outside of town. The barrier is preventing those effects.
Oh my god!
We're within the barrier. All of Goldport is under a barrier, as far as we know.
So we're just gonna sit here until this, kills us, or.
Well, let's see what happens, shall we?
Simon, one of them will bitch out eventually.
Dobat's is gonna hop on top of the factory and just watch.
What?
It's gonna sit on top of my house.
I'm gonna sit on top of this building that I
leads
ran
up to
across.
the roof.
Pardon?
There's a door that leads up to the roof.
Well, however he gets up there.
Nah, I just love the image of like Dobat doing acrobatics and getting up there.
And then just one of us just walks out through the door.
And Mana being like, "Bro, we have stairs. You didn't have to."
I was thinking about also going up there as well.
Who all is going to stay outside and watch, and who all is going to go inside?
I'm watching.
Simon, and he's going to bed.
Just in a tent outside, not even gonna go inside the house.
Stay outside and help. If I see anybody who needs help, I'll stay out
Can you
there.
repeat that, Sarah?
Said Picard's gonna watch.
There's not really anyone that needs help as you're looking around the area. Most stores and other buildings are opening their doors to let just people in.
I don't want to sit here and watch this. This is ridiculous. I've seen what inconsiderate people has done to towns. This is ridiculous.
I'll take this time to cook.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
You want to watch a fireworks show?
Why would I watch children play?
Ooh.
Oh, oh. I hope they didn't hear that, or they might smite you.
If they were going to do that, they would have already done it.
After about an hour of this stalemate, the another figure floats up. It seems to be the redskin lady, with the big hair, and she floats up. The Okay, I'll be right back, y'all.
And as she
It
floats up, munchkins cause chaos in the heavens.
this would be the perfect time for a civil war.
I think the problem is Nick isn't here, but I think he said nobody was gonna go preaching.
Yeah, I think so. That's the plan.
Too bad family took over.
Family's important.
Granted, no one would have been. I don't think you would have had anyone to really preach to, based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he would have. It's just that because the thing is, we're also in the rich people neighborhood, which means most of the people honestly should just go home.
Yep.
It's like the upper middle class as to rich people neighborhood.
Oh, there's the scholar weapon.
Now, East District, South District, and Old Goldport, those places are probably a bit more hectic.
We won't know, because everyone went to the tent.
I will say, if the festival does continue past this point, I feel like things are going to be a bit tense.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Probably.
Somehow I don't think it is, though.
Think the
Well,
festival's over?
Yep.
So, some people died in the street, and a politician and a political figure was de-armed.
Yep.
That happens all
And
the
burned
time.
to a crisp.
Not burned to a crisp, just burned into a crispy.
I mean, the bank teller was whatever. I think it's more that we attacked the head of a navy.
We didn't attack the head of a navy. Some wayward individuals with a chip on their shoulder did that.
Cough, cough. They just happen to also be acquaintances of ours.
What are you talking about? We don't know who did it.
We don't yet.
And I'm certain if the guards were to ask, we would know that we do not associate with the kind of people who would do such a thing.
Well, considering that two of our group came back with an arm, I think we have a pretty good idea.
Could be anybody's arm. And besides, you know the punishment for stealing from people around here.
Not to mention, that arm no longer exists.
What evidence? There is no evidence.
And considering that also the person that ate that arm now looks like that person, so...
No, they don't. He can choose to, but he is not doing so currently.
By the way, thanks a lot. Now I can't turn into a bird anymore.
Oh, that can be fixed. Be quiet.
We can find
Yeah.
you another bird to eat.
In my defense, I may have been coerced because of the lady who is or is not a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see how it is. Just someone being a dragon or theorized to be a dragon is enough to get you to commit heinous crimes.
Also,
Yep.
that person who randomly showed up a year after a dragon burnt down a good section of the city and rebuilt it. Oof. Now, I'm not saying that they are, but I'm also not saying that they're not.
Are you
We could,
implying that there's a
if you
level
had
of
gotten
corruption?
us all together, we could have taken her.
Oh, oh yeah. I'm sure totally could have.
Yup.
No, we would have lost.
That's because you don't believe in us.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I
not a team. We're not coordinated enough as a team yet to pull that stunt.
I think that we could beat her. However, I also think at least 3 of us would die in the process.
I mean, that's a decent rate.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I think we could. I think we could pull it off if we prepared properly.
Yeah, prepared another 2-3 levels.
And
Not even that. If we just got enough explosives, set them up, lured her into the area where the explosives are, just have one of us shoot them and set them off from far, and then everybody rush her. I think we could finish it.
we just gotta employ our primary tactic. Just gotta jump her.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Okay,
exactly.
hear me out. We drop the building on them and then we jump them.
Well, no, you throw some explosive at them, drop the building on them in the process because you blow everything up and everything just falls on them, and then jump them.
Yeah, what do you think I was talking about?
But yeah, I think we could do it, especially if we have
The problem
nobody. If nobody can get them to stay in place.
the problem that I think some of our fights have had, we just didn't bring enough people sometimes.
I mean, cough, cough. 2v1 succeeded. Actually, no, 2v4.
Yeah, but those guys weren't the real deal.
You say that, but it was probably about as equal of a fight. And it was a caster and a.
I'm also a caster.
Well, yeah, but you were also partially martial there.
Oh yeah. I have my armor in its guardian configuration.
Yeah. We got all that, and then you had a martial and a caster.
Mm.
You honestly probably had the better chance.
Yeah. Still lost though.
Let's see here.
Well, that is true. Well, it's true, but it's also not true.
It's
You failed the objective, but you won the fight.
yeah. It's frustrating to me because
Alright, I'm back.
I hate it when
That's
you
it
essentially
backwards.
win fights by ring out.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. But Iosis flies up there to confront her brother and the goddess from and Lady Arbitre from Nox. And after a quick back and forth, the the gods eventually come down from up high and land in somewhere in the castle district.
I hate to be there right now.
Mm-hmm. Are we just all standing on the roof right now?
Well, no,
watching this.
Only a couple of us are. Literally just you, me, and
Sorry, is also up there.
me.
By the way, hey, do you guys want me to bring you snacks? Because I can bring snacks.
Sure.
Do you have popcorn?
There's no
have
corn on this continent. What are you talking about?
I have homemade bread. I made it myself.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't gonna try my bread?
No, I said sure.
But Papa, all you do is make bread.
Yes, but that's for my child, and I'm working on updating his diet.
It's only bread.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
No jelly, no peanut butter, no nothing else to go with it. Just bread.
Um,
I'm gonna get peanut butter.
Probably after another half an hour or so, more bells, the all clear bells will start ringing.
Alrighty. The barrier remains up.
Yeah, it remains up for a little while, but it around the time you guys start getting sleepy, it sort of dissipates.
Well, I see
And
they're done with the temper tantrum.
and as it dissipates, those of you in the city watch as the clouds above this whole fiasco just go away, and you can see the mouth of well, you can see the face of a huge dragon just in the sky that sort of slips back into a large crack that was up there.
Oh, so was the city about to get hyper beamed?
Oh yeah. The city was about to go the route of that one unfortunate island over in Titans.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of morbid, but I was curious to see what would happen if that hit.
What, like
Well, I don't
500
think you'd
d6
be
of damage?
standing around to say anything afterwards.
I don't think it's pointing this way.
It's just the Smash Brothers stage explosion.
Yep.
All right.
Well, looks like we get to live another night.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very morbid way of thinking, Father.
I see it as more of an optimistic way of looking at things. Forces beyond our control were fighting, and we survived that fight.
His eyes
Wonder what
squint a
had them
little.
fighting though.
Uh, I know what it must have been. They must have ran out of food. I know I'm cranky when I'm hungry.
Clearly.
I think it's more than just that.
I'd probably be cranky too if I ran out of food. I'll see if Picard will cook us up something in the morning.
Oh, that reminds me, Father, you haven't turned off the bread golems in a while. They've just been making bread day in and day out, and I was wondering if that was intentional. It sort of
Oh
piled
no.
up.
Oh no, I forgot.
Huh.
Not like you, father.
He just goes, huh?
I'll work. I'll get them offline and figure out what to do with the excess bread. It's past your bedtime.
All right. I'll see you in the morning, Father, and strange people who are on our roof. Oh, it's my thief teacher. How are you doing, thief teacher?
Teacher,
Yeah, they were teaching me all about thievery and bribery and taking what I want.
I think he got a whole misinterpretation of that. Yeah, I was trying to teach him how to haggle, but evidently he just came out with stealing instead.
They said I would make a good street urchin.
No, you make the worst street urchin I have ever seen. You would lose both of your arms within a matter of days.
I
He almost
disagree.
lost. He almost lost one today if I had to have stepped in.
I disagree. He would have probably learned his lesson after the first one.
I'm not so sure. He
You,
tried to
rabbit
steal a
man.
rug.
Father, what? You, rabbit man. I would like to buy your flute, please.
You just blink. No.
He's going to kick
I
you.
will give you the. He
No.
reaches into his pocket. I have 15 silver.
No.
All right, you drive a hard bargain. 5 silver.
He just blink. No.
All right, all right. You don't have to beg. 1 silver.
You know, you're doing the opposite of what you should be doing, right?
No, that's what she. That's what she did. She said a number and then she went down from that.
Yes, but it's supposed to be very, very, very high above. you kind of highball it and then go down.
And also, no, I'm not going to sell you my foot at any price.
No, not your foot. I
Uh,
don't want your gross foot. I want your flute.
oh, flute. I'm sorry. At a game, I thought you did an accent.
I was unclear as well.
Yeah, I thought you were doing an accent. My flute. Oh, the pan flute.
Mm-hmm.
Looks no.
Oh.
As soon as soon as I say no, I'm putting my hand on the flute.
He he grabs you around the waist and like is trying to grab it from you. See, Father, this is what I learned today.
I rabbit hop.
Ah!
I rabbit hop.
Father.
Please catch him.
Oh no, he's holding on to me for dear life, most likely.
Um, can this malnourished bread boy hold on for dear life?
Well then that begs the question: can he hold on to me as I hop out? Otherwise, I just break the grapple with it.
If he does fall, I'm gonna I have something that I want to do. I got this. I got this, guys.
Well, first, would I just pop out of his grip? Oh, not one of those.
Father.
I'm gonna catch
Okay.
him, and
Well, no,
as I
gotcha,
catch him,
gotcha.
I'm going to sleight of hand to take something from him.
Okay,
And
instead of him falling, he just loses grip on me as I hop away. He stays on the ground. I'd like to make that argument.
Yeah, with a nat one, yeah, he's kind of falling his butt, man.
So I just hop back up as he then just to spin a point, a magical circle begins to appear in his hand. Care to try your luck again? And I'd like to intimidate.
I was gonna do something too to also make him look bad.
When you
I was gonna.
I'm not afraid of you. My father is right here. He says, like hiding behind Mama's pant leg.
I
Don't
will have
ask.
a blade out.
Still a kid. He
Oh.
might be an ass of a kid, but come on.
Oh, I'm not killing him. I'm trying to instill a sense of fear so he backs off.
Not you. But yeah.
Omana's drawing a blade because I have a magic circle active.
While that's going on, I'm gonna steal something off of him just to prove a point.
Leave the kid alone.
No, I'm just gonna steal it and give it back to him and be like, "That's how you steal something." You didn't even notice.
No, don't. So Dovat looks to Mana. Looks to Mana. Oh, I'm not doing anything, but I'm trying to help instill a point.
I believe there are easier ways to make such a point.
As you you know what? You probably would recognize that the spell that the circle he's giving is a light cantrip.
Oh, no, that's the thing. I recognize that you're not a threat, but he does not recognize that you're not a threat.
Fair point. The circle will dissipate.
Look at Kiara being a daddy.
Well, the School of Hard Knocks has the best success rate, I hear. But
Perhaps,
I'll pursue no longer. Just make sure he doesn't try to steal any of my stuff.
he will not. And you will make sure to keep your magic to yourself. Yes.
Of course. My offensive magic remains with me.
Alright. So with this, it's late in the evening, and all the partying has been thoroughly spoiled.
What, people couldn't party through this?
No, the sandstorm siren rang. Everyone went indoors. All the feasting
Yeah,
tables
bring
were
the
left
party
alone.
inside.
Oh no, everyone was afraid for their life.
Right,
But you know what that means? Plenty of free food.
if the birds and the dogs and stuff
Are
haven't
you
gotten
going to go out and do some looting?
Hope you ate
Not
your.
gonna, we're not gonna go out and do some looting.
Hope you ate your fill yesterday.
I
Well,
will
you have
go
plenty
out,
of bread.
I will go out early in the morning to check the area where me and Dobat had our encounter to see if that area is locked off or not. But that won't be until the morning.
Where you murder a lady.
Ugh.
A cobalt in cold blood.
Yeah.
The second cobalt in 2 days.
Dobat's gonna head back to his inn.
Man, someone's gonna think that there's something going on, that there's a secret organization going after cobalts here. If we take out another one.
Was she Cobalt? I thought she was a Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Oh, she was Dragonborn.
Yeah, she was a
I
gold
thought she
scale
was a
Dragonborn.
cobalt as well.
No, Gold Skull Dragonborn. That's what she was big.
Uh,
By the way,
nope.
does the place have a basement?
Yeah, most buildings in this city have a basement of some sort. Or it's basically when floods happen, then the basement's just there to flood instead of the house itself. So to get into the basement, you kind of have to go to the back of the building and go walk down into it.
I'll go check out the basement.
Okay. Yeah, you can see signs of water damage from probably about a year ago.
Nice.
But other than that, the basement's mostly just filled with uh, old furniture. Or, you see this very large portrait that's covered up with a sheet. And you see a bunch of just random boxes of things.
Hmm, interesting. Hmm. Oh, and good morning. I'll say to the guy who I tied up and left down there.
Oh, what guy did you leave down there?
Remember, I kidnapped the guy from the um.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Mer guy.
he's saying something while gagged, but in Aquan.
Keep his blindfold on, but I'll remove his gag. Sorry, I am not fluent in your tongue. Mm. I'll have to find somebody who can actually understand you. I very much prefer to talk to you rather than have to torture the information out. Well, oh, I'll shove the thing back in their mouth. I'll go back up and lock it.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm guessing everyone else who needs to sleep sleeps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do.
Wherever we sleep.
Okay. And thus, the tumultuous night ensues.
And this is where we get attacked, guys, by someone.
Oh, come on!
This is where they come and get their revenge for everything we've done.
And I know turnabout's a fair trade, but same day delivery? My god.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I see.
Yep, same day delivery.
Sorry, I
What?
stopped away for a second. What was that D100 roll for?
Well,
Everyone.
why was Ecall included? Ecall doesn't. Never mind. Um, so as you guys rest tonight, your dreams are sort of weird. You keep seeing images of Layla,
Huh.
but it's not from. It's from a weird perspective.
Hmm.
Like it's distorted.
Okay.
Layla,
Uh,
the blood witch that has the curse mark on some of you. That all of you are seeing the dream. All except Nissa, who you are actually in Layla's lab.
Oh, she
I,
snatched you.
what do you want?
Interesting. Tell me, look at this thing. See,
uh,
she points to one of the tubes in front of her.
I'll look at it. What is it?
In the tube, you can see something. It looks like a. It looks like an infant, but it's like a weird. It's weird. It's like a kobold, but it has like merfolk features, like an aquatic kobold.
A merball?
That's too simple of a name for something like this. But look into its eyes.
What about its eyes?
Like when you look at its eyes, you see flashes of like rainbow colors that are constantly swirling and moving.
It's tripping.
Interesting.
It seems to be dreaming, but it shouldn't have that capability.
Wait, so you're saying that you brought back something sentient this time instead of just a husk?
I used what was inside of the gift that you guys gave me, just as an experiment.
Yes.
Do you think it had something else attached to it?
Hmm. I think that that the present that he sent was a little bit more than what I thought. He also sends a note here.
Oh,
See,
oh, you mean that present.
see, hands you a note.
It's a shame I'm not there.
I'll look at the note. What does it say?
So we're watching this.
Or are
You
we
guys,
watching?
you do guys watch as Nissa appears in your distorted view.
Um, Dobak's gonna attempt to move.
Right. Give me a wisdom save. Just no, it wouldn't be a save. Just give me a wisdom roll then.
Wisdom straight check.
Yes.
7. Or no, 8. Why is it at a +1?
Mm, are you proficient in wisdom checks?
Um,
Or is it from your Jack of all trades thing?
would Jack
Normally,
of all trades do that?
I
It
don't know.
didn't.
I don't think it should, but I don't know.
I shouldn't have anything that's boosting basic ability checks. Jack of all trades. Oh, Well, even so, that's low. Oh no, that's correct. Okay, that explains it. So it does add it to all ability checks. Okay. That was an ability check, so
Huh?
okay. So 8.
Okay. Alright, so mm, you you try and lift the arm, but it only just like shakes slightly. Layla gets a weird look on face. You just tried to move. You shouldn't have that ability.
Weird.
Anyway, the note is stating that there's going to be uh, the people that he's working for are going to be attempting to interfere in the war between Nehustan and sorry, I forgot the other city name.
Do, 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 do.
I think I think we've accidentally created an Eldritch Abomination.
Whoops.
That
Yeah,
also has all your souls now trapped within it.
no, I think I know what's happening. I have a rough idea what's happening here.
The matter, Miss Gloombright. Your little body not working out how you wanted.
All of us, all of us except Nissa, were tempted to be brought here. It's either
Right.
that or this thing has like dream domain powers. In which case, I am very sorry that I actually brought this guy here.
I mean, hey, I warned you.
Well, I thought I'd give her the choice.
Since when has other people making choices been good for us?
Since
Right.
when has us been making choices been good for us? Stares at John, stares at you.
So
And the name is now lost in the pile of notes
yeah.
because Dante hasn't digitized them yet.
Right.
For Roble,
Trouble.
Ferrobul, Ferrobul. Well, there's a war between Ferrobul and Nehustan.
Is that the war where the battlefield that the tombs are opening up on?
Yeah,
I'm ass-
there's supposedly a tomb opening up and it happening on a battlefield could change the tide of the war in and of itself.
So basically, if one side was able to get stuff from there before the other, then it could change the outcome.
Yep.
And they're trying to go there to have one side get something from it before the other. I'm assuming.
It's very non-specific. Like, he seems to think that forewarning me about it might help with. I don't know. Oh, he seems to be trying to break free of his bondage.
So should we help him or not?
That's difficult to say. Eh,
How so?
I am unsure of what he is trying to do. He says all he wants to do is break free, but at the same time, you know, why does he need your help, your group's help to do so?
That is a very good question. Because we aren't really, per se, affiliated with the people he's working for, maybe?
Keontae,
Hmm.
I would like to try to wake up, and if so, I'd then like to try to enter the lab.
Right. You're currently unable to
Okay,
wake up.
thought I'd try.
Yeah. You attempt, but there doesn't seem to be a way to force yourself awake.
Okay, thought I'd
But,
try it.
but, but you're saying that he also sent whatever is causing that to be how it is, as I point towards the baby cobalt mermaid thing.
It seems as though he has found a solution to the problem that he had, but he is unable to capitalize on that. He's looking for one of his descendants, and he needs to be free to find them. When he finds them, he can impart the knowledge, and they can and finish the work that he started.
I see. So, could that possibly his plan was for you to make him a new body that he could transfer to temporarily do all that?
Mm. And that wouldn't be possible unless he had a curse mark himself that was attuned to the same frequency as ours. But I doubt any of you guys would have let him mess with your curse mark, right?
Hope not.
Didn't he never looked?
The only one of us went there, and I don't think he's here at the moment for you to be able to have that question answered.
No, that's fine. And
But considering he tends to not keep it covered too well,
No,
maybe.
no, no. Dobak keeps it covered. He's got bandages on it.
mm, I need you to find an old friend of mine's. He'll be in that same area. You have to find a, an unmarked oasis.
An unmarked oasis.
Yes.
Is there a tomb there, or
No, he should still very much be alive.
Oh,
what's the name then? And is there any clues on how to find this oasis?
It will be along a well-traveled road. Well, and it'll be in an area where people will tell you not to go to, who oasis is not marked on a map.
Oh, okay, that's not very.
He doesn't
Someone.
have a he doesn't have a set residence, so to speak. Oh, he does. It's just really difficult to get to, and it changes as the sands do.
So we're basically supposed to find this somehow.
Yes, you're looking for. Um,
How will we know that we found the right oasis?
you will know. He will come to you.
And what's his name?
Um, it's hard to translate it, but it's something along the way of chicken gobbler.
Chicken Gobbler?
He's gonna have to go around town looking for somebody named Chicken Gobbler.
Interesting. Is there anything we want us to give them, or just find them?
Um, it's hard to it's hard to really describe. He has something that will help me, and if you can contact him, then and let him know that you work for me, then he will give it to you. It's already been paid for well in advance.
I see. I mean, I guess we can look for. I mean, I know we were going to go that way anyway to possibly look at a tomb over there. So I guess we could try to find it while we're on our way over there.
I don't like being an errand girl.
Um, ah, um, do you speak Draconic?
Let me check. I'm trying to remember what languages I took. No, I do not.
Mm,
I speak Common, Orc, and Thief's Chant.
alright. Um, then I'll let then tell them you're looking for Werbenu.
Orbanu?
Werbenu.
Orbanu?
Oh, that's why it's hard to translate. A chicken eater. Um, chicken swallowed chicken. Werbenu. It's he will answer to that name, And for that is what he was called when we knew each other.
Orbanu?
Yes. And
Wait, what? What you said?
what?
What language did you say? The
Um,
Sonic.
Draconic.
I don't speak it. But
No,
if I could use my magic, I could comprehend language. But I don't think I can use my magic right now.
I only speak Sylvan and
Orbanu.
Wait, can we communicate with each other?
We're, as far as I understand, we're all trapped sharing this guy's vision.
Yep, you're just watching it from the baby.
Which is why Dobat's immediately going to try to get back in here. But we'll see what happens later.
Uh, if you guys can find Werbanu, though he will be able to help us.
So Warbanu?
No,
I wonder
Like Warb
at
Banu?
no, not war. Were.
Werbanu?
Yeah.
does anybody
Werbanu.
familiar with that?
Gotcha.
Are any of us familiar with that name?
Um, you've heard Adarvi call her pet bird Binu, but this has an extra character added to the front.
Werbanu. Werbanu.
Okay.
War Benu.
WAR.
Wer
No,
Wer
were.
W
W-E-R.
Werbanu.
WR or dash BENNU. Werbinu.
This is where we find
Yeah, but
out that it's just Benu's father.
Alright. So after that, he sends you out, and after she sends Nissa out, the rest of you guys stay there. I wonder where the others are.
I swear to
I'm going to try to move my arm again.
God, don't let me go.
Can I? Do I do another wisdom?
Yes.
As the baby just starts talking,
Can I
cursing.
11.
Alright.
Well, wait. Oh, wait. Lex is trying to do something. Oh, she's trying to say something I can't understand.
It's breaking up a bit, baby. What were you trying to say?
turn off the music?
She is completely gone. I cannot understand a word of it.
Something about music.
I think her computer is dying. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was
Was
so
it
annoying. Yes,
the music? What was messing up the mic?
that was annoying as hell. The music for the game, I finally loaded in on the tablet since the computer still acts wonky, and the music was playing, and it was making everything that was happening intense.
Okay.
It's
Trying to calm
celebration music.
down. No.
Well, okay.
Anyway,
Does it? Okay.
I was saying, can I try to appear?
No, I
Can
already
I try
tried
to?
to. I already tried.
You
Well,
can give me a charisma check if you wanted to try and move the part other than the arms. The arm is like shaking.
Um,
And you guys can all feel
I
the arm shaking.
I will
That's weird.
to I will try to um shake my head like no.
Alright, yeah, give me a charisma check on that kind of movement.
This baby's just gonna start
That's a
convulsing.
communication
Finally,
thing.
18. 18.
Wait a second. She's going to look at the curse mark on the hand it that's shaking as she sees the head moving side to side. Huh. There's someone in there.
Are we a Gundam baby?
Yes.
Gundam baby.
Well, I think we're all there. It's just I'm trying to move one part, she's trying to move another.
Oh, I was saying, can I try not? But what did you say? It went out for a second.
She realized there's someone in there.
Well, yeah, I heard. I was saying, can I try and nod?
Yeah, another charisma check.
Can I stack on top of that?
Yeah.
While they do that, I'm going to try to leave.
I've already tried that.
You seem to be locked into place.
Yeah, that was the first thing I
Locked
tried
in
to
a
do.
baby.
Oh, not 20 out of a Darby.
The nodding of the baby.
Ooh, someone's soul is resonating with it very strongly. Which of the individuals would it be? Well, Mana has no curse mark anymore.
He knows. She knows my my facial expressions, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I pout and I get irritated with her. Can I try and change my facial
With the
expression?
natural 20, yes, you can then make your pouty face. Oh,
I'll do that. Then.
it's just a
My
RP.
annoyed face.
Well, because I could
No!
feel that the face is moving differently. I'm
Oh.
gonna try to make 2 fingers, like raise
That's
2 fingers.
dark. That one. If I can connect with that finger, I would. Just need one.
Well, no, there's multiple people in here.
You're trying to communicate by using the 2 fingers. Give me a charisma check then.
Come on, dice.
If I don't. So do I know if everybody else is in here?
Well, no,
You can feel that someone else is moving parts of the body too.
yeah, that's how I
Okay,
figured out
then.
that there's at least another person in here. So 14 on the charisma.
Everyone else just feels this weird sensation.
Okay.
2 fingers?
Can
Does it work or no?
Yeah, the 2 fingers raise up slowly. More than one
okay.
soul in
Can I?
the body?
Come on, figure it out. Come on, figure it
Hold
out.
on. She goes over to the little puzzle box, and she does these complicated movements with it and opens it up and pulls out this strange glowing nexus. And from that nexus, she pulls out a pair of scissors.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna get rough.
I have.
Soul shears.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Y'all about to get torn out of.
what
See,
is?
see, we should have just tried to escape.
Well, I did. That was literally the first thing I did. Can
Yeah,
I?
but
Okay.
I haven't rolled for it yet.
No,
S-
he flat out says you don't get a roll. You cannot wake up.
But
she
I'm different.
so she takes her ghostly hand and reaches it into the body, and all of you feel this weirdly cold embrace as she grabs and shifts you guys around. It's like she's running her fingers through a bowl of Orbeez that is your souls.
Ew. I'll
Very
move the arms away from
I,
whatever.
No, no,
I
no.
know what you mean. Had to
I am
do.
glad I am not a part of that.
Like ew, ew, ew.
Does she pull us
Uh,
all out?
she's going to just grab around and she's just going to grab one of you guys. We got one, two, three, four, five, eight, 6 people in there. All right.
Wait, is Mana in here?
Oh.
Mana is in there. Her Picard is in there. It's
Without a
not
curse
just
mark?
a curse mark, people. For
Uh,
Ooh, that brings up the question: is what's his name in there?
who rolled? Oh,
I
Dobat
did.
rolled.
You made a requested
Sorry,
roll.
I wasn't trying to do that. That with the 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Picard's he's so he sort of gets pulled out and see like there's this weird connecting line between the soul and the rest of the souls in the body. The one to the body is like very very big and like very. It's like the gristle, so that one tendon that you get in the chicken leg, like that kind of feeling. And she takes that one and cuts it, and suddenly, Picari, your soul forms into yourself, and you're standing there next to Layla. Huh? You're not a Dorothy.
I am not.
Can I roll the baby's eyes?
At this
Uh,
point, Dorothy, you have full control over uh, the communication aspect of this infant.
That's
So
perfect. I slap my hand on my forehead like duh.
as now 3 fingers are being held up.
At this point, do we recognize what this is?
Yeah,
um,
as I say, can I figure out what's going on now?
yeah, you guys can sort of you guys kind of get the feeling that your souls got pulled into this baby somehow.
Somehow her ass.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to control the arm.
okay. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make another. I want to make an attempt at something, Giante.
Yeah.
I want to make an attempt to cast a spell. Is that
Oh,
possible?
that's an intelligence check.
Um.
Maybe cast these spells. Oh no!
Oh no, I've got. It's an attempt at something. It's an intelligence check. All right. Normal. Oh, almost good.
Mm.
It
All
was
right.
gonna be a lesser restoration.
You you start trying to weave magic, but it's just kind of
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
it's
Yeah.
like you can't get a hold of it because the magic seems to be coming from a different source than what you're used to. Normally, you're just able to request the weave to do things through your magic incantations and circles, but it's not happening like that.
Okay. Well, I assume she's about to go digging for another soul.
Yeah, she goes in and uh, she's gonna do another one. This one
Who's
time there's
getting
only
ripped out next?
Oh, jeez.
nobody takes nobody out. They're just sort of um floating there as just like a limp body, he floating in the air.
Huh. Huh. Okay.
Nobody's not the body.
I wiggle the fingers
Right.
and smile.
Um, Mana comes out next.
I roll
Oh,
my eyes.
she's gonna get a mouthful now.
I sigh.
Do I have full mobility?
Yeah, you can move around the lab as you please.
I'm gonna try to punch her.
Your your fist goes through her. Do you not realize I'm a spirit? This is
I'm
this isn't merely a projection of my soul.
I motion to my middle finger.
Yes, but I figured.
This is the
I
best
guess I
as I.
don't have my suit.
Okay, well, I guess she's gonna keep ripping.
Alright. Delvad.
Okay. That was fun.
that's
And then Simon. The
I
Darby's the last one in there.
swear,
Well, of course,
I swear
she has such a
God.
strong bond with the
She's
body.
just like, nah, I'm gonna leave.
Still flicking raw.
And this
Simon,
is where she just leaves you in there. She's like, yeah, you're fully.
Huh.
We
Some
were
of you
all
aren't
in
even
there.
supposed to be able to come back here.
Yeah, no, we were all in there by the looks of it.
I swear.
Except Nissa.
I wave my arms. Am I
You
still
look
in there?
nice. You look better as a kobold, I think. You
No.
got too.
Oh,
You got too tall.
Wait, what state are we in?
These are your soul projective states. It's a similar state to what I'm in, but these are your actual souls. So if there's an injury to them, it will take a long time to heal that. So don't do anything dumb here.
Mm.
Wait, am I still in the baby? Please tell me she
Yes.
pulled.
Nope,
she,
you're still in the baby.
she left you in
I'm.
the baby.
Can I get up and pace?
No, you're stuck
You're,
in the tube.
you're floating in a viscous liquid.
Oh my gosh!
You're in a back tank.
I'll start doing the backstroke in there. Yeah, I don't get
That's
tangled.
fascinating. These bodies aren't supposed to be usable by you until, well, you expire.
Oh,
Just get
Lovely
her
way to
out.
word it.
I
Just
look
get
at
her
her
out.
and I start banging on it. On the clock.
this is where we find out that you all are all dead.
Can I try and use my?
Did the gods finish their temper tantrum and destroy the city?
No,
Hold up? Can I try and use my magic to smash the glass?
you
Just get her
can
out,
attempt
please,
to
Silas.
give me an intelligence check as he's contemplating thing over here whether she's just going to leave you in that body or not.
Okay.
Like, you
18.
guys watch as vines and flowers erupt up inside the tube to the point where the crystal that makes up the tube cracks and breaks. What?
Just get her.
Hey!
Just get her out.
Miss Miss
She's going
Gloombright.
to, like, as
Oh,
you flop on the ground, she's going to pull your soul out of the body. He, what have you done? How did you do that?
I'm gonna immediately charge her, even though I know I'm just a spirit form. That
Well,
was too
the body.
long. Use your purpose.
No, that was accidental. There were too many souls to pull from.
I'm talking about she left me in here intentionally. I saw her eye. She was contemplating it.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Tell them.
You guys watch as the little kobold is kind of mirroring what Adarfi's doing,
A
and
Darpy?
it's
A Darpy.
I'll
As
turn around and look.
the
Dobet's
kobold turns
pointing at the
around
kobold.
as well.
That the kobold's mirroring you perfectly.
I wave my hand.
It does the exact same motion with the exact same hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna be fun.
that's not fun. It's going in the opposite direction. That's what I noticed. No one else noticed that. Look, it's looking behind itself. It's not even looking at me. Wait,
Yeah,
did I
your
take?
your soul resonated with it, and it might have imprinted.
Well, not imprinted. Hey,
No, your soul may have imprinted on what would effectively have been a corpse.
lady, fix this.
You broke the machine.
Congratulations.
You have to bring here randomly when you feel like it, and you fix this. Show me. Put it back.
You broke the thing that would let her do that.
Well,
Alright.
what do you?
Well, I can just cut you away from it. It'll die over the course of the next couple of minutes, but it'll be fine. I can make a new one.
Wait, what?
As
Oh,
she cuts, I'm guessing.
like, she's holding up the Sears, here's like casually saying
No, 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 no,
this.
no, 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 no. What do you mean? Cut me away from? Is you mean? Hold on. Why can't you just send my spirit back?
Well, because it's now tied to this body. You can't have two bodies. That's
I
not how a
can't.
soul works.
But if but
Will
Question,
her other
fiance.
body die if she stays connected to this?
If she stays away from it too long, then yes. But that's
but
beside the
look
point.
at it.
Do you want a baby body?
I don't want a baby body. You know how long puberty got me? And for a bull, it's not cute. Okay. Is there a way to
Does
is
anyone have a familiar?
I
She
have
has a
been
familiar.
I have been
I
new.
have Ickall.
Um, I have the spell unseen servant.
No. I
Ickall
don't.
is actually
Your
classified as
Benu,
familiar.
your Benu wouldn't be able to fit inside
Wait a
of
minute.
this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dobat, thanks for saying it. Didn't you have that familiar from the party? As he's looking at Darby.
The the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pat around my body, but I'm a ghost. He said that he's always with me.
And I am. It like
That's creepy.
a little golden and scarab beetle flies out from your hair.
How long were
There.
you in there? The last time I saw you, you went in my pocket. You just been everywhere, haven't you?
Never the same place twice.
Ugh.
um, will that do?
Hmm. As celestial servant, um, do you have a charge? Yes. Are you tied to them in any kind of way? I mean, kinda, sorta.
What do you
Mm.
mean?
Well,
This is a
when your sister's in charge, of course I'm able to connect to her and appear before her at will. But
But
when the
because
others,
Yoni are involved,
yeah, when the others are in charge, it's not as easy.
but right now she's not in charge.
Yeah.
which is why kind of sorta.
Oh, what will happen if not? Come on, hurry up! I'm getting antsy over here.
Yeah.
Probably because
Looking at
she's gone back a few
looking at the
years.
back of the head.
Well, okay. So he's gonna look at Leia. So what would happen if we try to use him?
It could work, but if they would need to return to your sister, then they would have to leave this body for an extended period of time.
So, what does it mean to inhabit the body?
It means that this body essentially, he gestures to the other crystalline tubes around the room. So I have made backup bodies for those who have kept their curse marks. Should you perish unexpectedly, you would have a choice of the either one taking over one of these bodies and have it become your burnt body.
Yeah, but what if our bodies didn't pair with that one? What are you gonna do? Pull us from body to body until it does?
No, what they're saying is what she's saying is if we die, like if I get my head cut off later on, my soul can come here and inhabit one of these bodies. I'm assuming I would get the choice.
Yes.
So you would choose a new body. Otherwise, my guess is we would just move on.
So what? They're just empty gloves. They
Yep.
have no feeling.
Yep.
I'll walk up to another one and tap on the
Yep.
glass gently.
I mean, you see a young female, only probably judging by the size, probably late teens. Teens, um, small build, but these two bright red horns growing from her forehead, and the patches of red hit skin around her hands that like sort of fades into a dark brownish, like brownish red skin tone. Thick,
I
thick
have
curly hair, or just floating there.
I have two bad ideas.
They don't have a soul. Their
Yeah.
bodies live, and
I have
they
Are
two bad ideas here.
they paired for us though? Can they be paired to someone else?
they could be paired to anyone that has one of my curse marks.
Accept yourself.
Yes.
What would it take to get a curse mark on somebody?
Hmm. They would have to touch an object that I've cursed and then willingly accept that object.
That's an idea for another time. Looks at Adarapi.
Well, I
I don't
already
think that's an idea for any time.
you didn't have to say that. That's a thought, but that's a really sucky thought.
Well, it's a rough. It's a it's a final gambit, I'm guessing.
Oh, are you suggesting giving one of the cursed objects to your sister?
Well,
That seems to be what though that is implying.
As a
well,
as a worst case
that's
scenario
that's
possibility to get her free of Yoni.
that's a extreme worst case scenario. But I was also thinking, what if I give what's her face back this amulet and put her into this goddamn baby body
Who?
so that she can freely uh, the
Her,
one with the god.
the original body would have to die first for the transfer to
Right,
happen.
I have I have one spell that I can only use once.
But no, I have two other ideas for people that could inhabit this body.
Well, actually, I have a question for Layla.
Yes.
So this curse mark you developed, it it works off of us of the killing of the initial individual to gather a sample of their DNA, correct?
The blood essence, but yes.
Can this blood essence be gathered without killing them?
Um, technically, he, mm, huh.
Like if we
I've
have
tried.
arms.
I've tried in the past, but blood essence is something that's released these as a consequence of your soul passing, of any soul passing.
So what happens if two people with the curse mark kill each other?
And then both of their curse marks could activate, and their blood essences would it be absorbed by the curse mark, allowing their soul to travel with it to a new body.
The sample wouldn't be taken.
Any new body.
No, I see. I see what he's saying. Whenever whenever one of us with a curse mark kills, we gather a sample, as he points to the merfolk part of that kobold.
Oh god, that means.
But
Oh,
wouldn't a sample still be collected because of the rule itself? That a
Yes, but
sample
it's a
was you
dependence.
killed.
I think it's more of a dependence upon what's happening here.
You know how people people have a tendency that not tendency, sorry, people who are like assassins, if they get caught, they off themselves. Just imagine if you had the opportunity to off yourself and your spirit goes back into someone, another body. It's like reincarnating over and over and over again until you get a chance to do what you need to do.
So
That's
my
kind of the idea that I had for this system.
because my thinking is, Darby, you've chosen to continue to keep your curse mark, so you don't see an inherent issue with having it. Is
I
there?
I literally just said that I have an opportunity to complete my goal regardless.
Mhm. Then,
So if I die, if I keep this curse mark, I'm basically allowing myself to continue to reincarnate because as long as I have taken a life, if I've taken a life of someone who also has a curse mark, they will come back. Oh,
yeah,
What's your thought,
oh,
Lana?
I guess I really wouldn't care if whatever that person's name is, nobody, nope, not that, um, bad guy person. What's the goddamn name? Uh,
Zoran,
no,
Something
something
bad
about a
Yura,
guy,
bad.
not a bad guy.
There you
Yura.
go.
You're
You're
a
a
bad guy.
bad. Anyways,
Literally the person
um,
you named bad guy.
if they come back, they'll come back, but they'll come back as a baby with
Well,
all their memories.
I have
well,
not,
my
but
my
typically
thinking
they're
is,
not going to come back as a baby.
What do you mean?
Well, uh, this is the body that I grew this afternoon. It's not supposed to be a baby when you revive into it.
Oh,
the bodies are grown to adulthood and then suspended, more or
so
less.
I wouldn't want to put a curse mark on the person I don't want to come back. Got you.
yeah.
But I don't have an issue with keeping this curse mark if that's the case, as long as I get my goal.
Well, okay, I have two ideas right now,
well, I wasn't
and two
done.
different people are gonna want to punch me probably.
I wasn't done with my suggestion
Mm,
because it's what we were talking about earlier. You can successfully curse your sister, and she gets killed by one of us. As her body will reconstitute here as one of the samples. Then all Layla would have to do is use those scissors she just used on us to ensure that your sister goes back into a body closely resembling her original one. Hmm.
It doesn't really matter. You're still who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. But yeah, I
well,
Yeah.
got you.
he was suggesting giving her something close enough.
Worst case scenario, she still is possessed by those Oni, but now she's in a much more vulnerable body that we can properly restrain until such a time that we can find an alternative method.
Actually,
But
well, okay, there's another thing you're just missing there. As he points to the scissors.
what about the
Considering she's
scissors?
been hiding them this whole time, I doubt she's going to part with them.
I
Yeah,
know.
you cannot have my soul seers. I just got
I'm
them. They
not.
were a
I am.
gift.
I'm not saying take them. I'm saying if the Oni still somehow are attached, you can cut them out later.
Gave you the
Quite
gift.
literally.
Is there a way that you can bring somebody else here, like her?
If she has a curse mark, I can bring them here.
So
Uh,
she has
And
She
Yet
has.
somehow me and Picard have ended up here.
And how do you put the curse mark on the object?
I place. I use my blood magic to curse an object. There's still some in the trunk if you would like to take one with you.
Of course.
I'm not touching that.
May I make my very bad suggestions now?
Go ahead.
Suggestion 1. We currently have one of Nissa's friends who is now wanted. Suggestion 2. We have a very weakened boy upstairs in the factory.
Tuberculosis boy.
Tuberculosis boy.
So
Yeah,
you're
One would
saying is
benefit from a
that
new one would
that
benefit from a new face, one would benefit from a new body. I'm not
so
yeah.
what
definitely pushing either. I am saying those are possibilities.
so what you're saying is you want to me to switch this child to a recovery plan of being murdered, and then reincarnated into an unfamiliar vessel, go trapping them in a cycle of having to kill to maintain their life.
Just like you had no, because just like you had to you.
And her Discord died, I think. No,
So,
again, I'm stating these are possibilities for souls that could be added to the Cobalt here.
Just like you took off your curse mark, you would do the same for them.
Oh, Lex gave up on her device.
And to do so, well, was a painful process that, for a boy of his constitution, would be fatal.
Uh-huh. But he also you would have to kill him anyway. So
And
while he's
again,
in
I
the
am not again, I'm not stating we should go with these. I am
are these
merely stating
bodies are these bodies cursed? Like do they have curse marks?
They have to have curse marks
Oh
to
yeah.
operate properly.
Well, is
eh,
there a way to remove the curse mark during the transformation, during the process, or immediately after?
Sadly, once these bodies have their curse marks internally, and they cannot be removed after they've been inhabited.
Well, then they just
okay.
choose not to kill a person. Like, come on
Except
now.
yeah,
You
no,
gotta make a choice.
it is still
So,
yeah, he'll look to mana. Not to mention, I did just state we
can I
even
go back
even
now? I'm gonna take three.
We're
I'm
going
gonna
to
have
take what?
she said I could take
oh,
whatever
cursed
number. She
object.
said she still has some left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
take three.
you're gonna take three cursed objects. All right. Let me pull up those
Does
magic.
she have any vials of the is it like a vial that she has to pour on there of liquid or is it
Okay, well, okay. Another
can
thing
I
I want to
take them
state.
carefully like with gloves on so that I don't touch them?
I
Are they
think you get
sealed
double
in a
curse.
container?
I think
Oh,
you're safe from being cursed
Oh,
again.
another
the
another
only
thing I want to
things
state.
left are the bloodcaster's ring and the spices.
Then I'm going with both.
Um, I was gonna say we could. The thing is, I can also put out the thing. We could just let her cut the soul and let the body
Can I go now
fall.
after I take them? I'm gonna
Do
hold my arms up.
you want me to separate your soul from this body?
Well, I want. Do you want to get in this body, or can you? And then we can make an arrangement for another person to inhabit it if you don't want to stay.
No, she can't. She can't inhabit any of the bodies.
I'll
She had
take care
stated
of
this a
you.
long
I'm
time
really
ago.
good with
I
babies.
can't I can't inhabit the body. My soul is currently sealed. Oh, this is just a projection. If I'm if there were a way.
Not her. I'm talking about the bug guy.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, the
oh, you're addressing me.
yes, you.
Oh,
That's
hello,
depressing.
Dorothy.
Hello. Do you want to get in there? I mean, you have an opportunity to grow and be awesome, and if you
I
don't
am a
want to stay,
celestial messenger.
yeah.
I don't need to grow or have new
Nope,
experiences.
you don't have to do any of those things.
I just carry messages.
Well, look, I thought you said it was not just messages. I thought you said that you
I
were.
give life advice too, yes.
You're literally a Jiminy. Oh my god.
Dobat looks to Layla. Just cut it.
But you also said that you do what I say.
Yes, your sister instructed me to help you in any way, shape, or form to get you.
Awesome. Stop. So, I'm in this situation. I need your help. Would you please get into this baby thing? I'll take care of you, but we will find someone else to inhabit it. I promise.
Dobat's telling Layla just cut it.
Okay. And it flies into the body as Layla cuts the dart. He's rather thick soul bind to the body. It takes her a couple of snips.
So, can I go home now?
What happens to the baby?
You could have
Hello,
left it any.
I am here now.
Oh my cheese.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good question. Are we actually dead?
Can I pick up the baby?
Oh no, you're not dead. Uh, I'm.
Do it.
You attempt to pick up the baby and your arms go through them.
Aw,
Huh?
Spirit form.
that's pretty inconvenient. Wait, do I have to come here to pick up this baby?
Am I stuck here?
No, 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 no. I'm gonna send Bennett.
Yes.
Wake me up now.
Uh, no, there's the teleportation circle in the other room.
Wait,
Teleport him
wait,
here
no, wait,
now,
wait,
and then wake
wait
me up.
No, okay. Adarpi, you can wake yourself up. And he looks to the kobold baby. Wait a couple hours for her to get to that entrance.
Can wake herself up.
I can wake me
Oh,
up.
Yeah.
you should
How
probably
do I
grab
wake
those
me up?
cursed objects because the Darpy's not actually here to grab them.
Okay, I will grab the cursed objects. He
Then
takes
wait
the
a little bit.
Bloodcaster's ring and
Wait, what?
because you can't actually pick them up in this form.
Oh, thank you. Oh my
And
god.
he takes the
He's not touching them,
one.
right? He's.
Well, he's already cursed.
He does that. He has the curse already. He can't
Oh, okay.
get double cursed. So he takes the Bloodcaster's ring and the wondrous spices,
Okay.
and he's gonna waddle his way. He,
That's a little tooty booty.
I have
I
very
was I,
tiny legs.
I'm trying to tell him to wait a little bit so that Adarpi can wake up and get to that entrance.
I'm gonna be behind him like this.
Adarpi, wake up and get going.
I can't wait to put a bow tie on him.
Oh, I can see.
Congratulations on the
I can see
monstrosity
in
you
the
created.
dark now.
What? Oh.
He has dark vision. Nice.
Little blue cobalt. Oh my gosh. I think he's gonna be.
Aqua Kobold.
Dark vision's for nerds.
He's gonna go in the teleporter and
I'll wake myself up.
um. Wait, is someone needs to tell Dorothy where the teleportation been lets out at?
She came out of it before. She remembers.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Do you
It let
think
out
that
at the
Dorothy remember the exact spot in town where the teleporter dumps
Hell
people?
yeah! After it dumped me out.
Alright, you head
Gonna wake
to.
up.
I send Benham because he's faster in the sky.
Right. Okay, who all is waking up at this point?
I have another destination.
Okay.
I'm headed
Go
to
to
the
the
Apoc.
shops to get clothes for the baby
I'm heading to the Apocrypha.
and send Benham. That's what I'll do.
That
Simon.
sounds like an upset face.
Simon will probably just kind of fuck.
Alright.
Well, who is getting breakfast before they go and do all this?
Alright, so
I
you guys,
still.
the rest of you guys wake up and go back. You're trying to go to the Apocrypha. Give me a religion check.
Oh boy, I have to make a religion check to accept a deal.
Should be good
You
at.
gotta have faith.
Are you sure that you want to uh, listen to that old dragon?
Wait, what's going on?
Layla's like at watching you get into your post to start. praying, and he's going to say, "Are you sure you want to listen to that old dragon?"
Is there a reason not to?
Listen, I mean, there is a second option.
Which is?
I could advance your curse mark to the second stage.
Which would do?
It would give you a connection to my unlife, make you
So
harder to kill.
it would do the same thing I'm attempting to do then, except through you. Out of game.
Red
Is it doing this?
flag.
Is it the same path basically?
You essentially, so he's talking about you becoming an undead warlock.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
hold on.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, it's actually a thing. It's a
It
yeah, it's a path of war like that where my it's effectively one of the paths I was already looking at, but I wanted to do Hexblade more.
Yeah, I know you have mentioned this one before, so I was giving you the opportunity.
Let me see here.
The one
Um,
E15.
temp HP,
Can't just be black.
frightening. Dobat Dobat looks for a second and looks at his curse mark, and then looks at what I assume he's in his full gear still, kind of in this form.
Yeah.
And then he looks
Wait, then I
to
should have been able to punch Layla.
Also,
My attacks are magical.
that's the her. She's not a soul or a spirit or a ghost. This is a projection.
it's an illusion. This is effectively major image or whatever.
Yeah, her soul is currently sealed away, a, so she can't actually reincarnate or anything because it's still sealed away. You guys didn't
So
finish the ritual to unseal her.
For good reason.
so then Dobat will look down at his sword. Tempting, but the path I choose I would like to walk revolves around giving me a bit more physical combat prowess.
You
As he
sure?
looks to as he points to the tube where the merfolk was. One of those was mine today, and I nearly had a second, but my physical prowess is lacking.
Hmm.
And I know that the blade path. Okay, he can say the term warlock, can he?
Yeah.
The the hexblade warlocks tend to be able to wield their blades more effectively even through their casting without physical prowess.
Hmm. I don't have enough power to curse a sword that a weapon that strong.
She just loves
I,
cursing stuff.
I understand. If we had been able to unseal you, that might have been the case, but
Definitely the case.
what
Although
would it have
that
taken to unseal you?
letting that magic circle will do its job.
But we destroyed it, didn't we?
And it still functions kinda. It's I would need fresh souls.
Sacrifices.
If you can get me some people with fire and metal and soul elements, it's, I could, if it would be possible to reinstate that. It
Well, then,
seems like it, the the golden skeleton still remains, so well, I could still go
let me ask you
from
this.
that.
Let me ask you this. Why aren't you tying it into this system?
I would need a more advanced first mark to do that.
So I would have to advance in order for you to try and do that.
Well,
Well,
there's
what I'm
an
suggesting is you have the system in place as he kind of holds his arms out. where portions of what we defeat come here. What is stopping the ability of that to siphon the power to there?
Like I said, a more advanced curse mark. My curse mark is at the third level when I'm cursed, so I need at least someone with a second level curse mark to feed into that circle.
And that's the
Uh,
real reason she wants to advance you.
well, the thing is, at least in the first level state, the undead warlock gives me a bit more bulk. I get a bit more HP, and I have the ability to frighten people, and I'm immune to frighten. Problem is, it doesn't do a whole lot to Dobat's current desires, and I don't think anyone else in the party is going to choose that. Um, Hold on, as Dobat thinks for a minute. What if
I
we were
think
to put a
that's later.
stage 2 curse mark on an object?
I don't think that would work.
But at a game, what I'm trying to do is allow the stage 2, but give me Hexblade in a
Hmm.
way. So right now she can't curse another object. What if the curse mark was allowed to flow through him into a weapon?
Holding your weapon in. Hmm.
Um, Shoot, what am I thinking? At a game, I have a way this would theoretically work. It would work kind of like how over in Pathfinder with the how Folus works, where you can channel the power through the weapons. And well, at least in flavor, the idea would be that he has a weapon that he would bond to as part of this whole curse mark, and whenever he activates the mark can channel through the weapon as well while he's gripping it.
Hmm.
Because that would give you the best of that would give both that would give both of us what we want. You would have someone with a more advanced mark, and I would be able to channel through a more martial prowess.
That's possible. It'd be kind of like my room. I got you. I have a way. Follow me. See, appears on the other third platform where the big cauldron is.
So that will follow. Also, while while Dobat's following, while Dobat's following, he wants to think back to when he was talking with Edifurnus.
Hmm.
Did Edifurnus ever seem to? Because at that time he had the mark covered. Did Edifurnus ever do anything on that arm at all?
Um, he he did touch your hand when you show when at one point, but that was it. You don't remember him doing anything.
And as Dobat walks, he looks for a second. Layla, you mentioned
Yes.
earlier how none of us would let him interfere with the marks. What would it have taken for him to do that?
Oh, he created them. The reprogramming one he wouldn't be hard since he knows how the base magic works.
Well, then he might have. He, I was there with him, and I was the only one there. He touched that exactly once, and only the once, and I couldn't see any magic or anything.
he, I don't know if he would have done it at that quick, man.
Well, do you want? Well, as he looks at the bandage, I still have it wrapped. Do you want to look?
Yeah.
We'll undo the bandage.
Okay. So he looks at it very closely. It seems like it hasn't been tampered with.
Okay. That was all I can think of because I was the only one he ever interacted with, as far as I can tell.
I said, then why is that? I was like, oh, so we have a dog that's going for snow. And she said, no. I said, then why is it still outside? She was like, oh. Yeah. So, um, sorry, I missed what you had said.
Well, I was saying because I was the only one he interacted with, as far as I can tell.
Okay. And then there shouldn't be any issues.
Okay. Then let us continue.
Right. She takes you over here to the place where the cauldron has spilled, and you can still see that blood, that golden blood, is still steaming, and it's still liquid.
Huh.
This is celestial ichor. During the during the days he's after the Great War and the abandonment, there were quite a few people who bought and sold such things. For me, this is merely a method for the rejuvenation of the body. For those who have this flowing through their veins are nigh immortal.
Mm.
They can't be killed by any physical injury, at least. There are magical ways to deal with them. But as a powerful mage myself, it'd be hardly an inconvenience for me to deal with most magical methods.
Mm.
So I'm entrusting you with a small portion of it. You watch as he pulls out a dagger. Um, he floats the dagger over to one of the cells, and as it touches the shelf, a similar but rusted and old-looking version of the dagger here that slides out from one of the books, and it floats over and dips into the blood, and you see these veins and runes, and they race across the blade and then settle into this like nice dull goldish color. It's like gold, but it has no reflection.
Mm. Okay.
This should be adequate for what you're seeking. This will act as a pact between us.
Out of game. I don't have the stone, so is this going to act as something different, or?
So he's going to take it, the blade, and insert it into your chest.
Well,
That's one way to describe her stabbing you.
do I feel it?
Yeah, you feel this weird cold but warm at the same time sensation then flow through your soul.
Ah, okay.
When the time comes, and it will fully acclimate to your soul.
Very well. And then the curse mark will evolve.
Potentially. That's that is for us to see since this isn't the normal method. The normal method is you being put in a near death state for several hours, and then the curse mark will awaken to a more powerful version, giving you control over the very cells of your body.
Hmm. We will see then. I have a few. I only have a few crystals left to gather. I believe. I think I just need. Out of game. It's the number of crystals to the level, correct?
Um, at mm,
We'll go over it later.
yeah, we'll go over that later. I'd have to pull it back up.
Because I think that's what we did over in Path. So I
From
think I'm.
5 to 6, you're switching from small crystals to medium-sized crystals.
So I need one mead,
I believe it's either one or three. I'd have to double check.
which was which is equivalent to 5 small. So I would only need 2 more crystals.
Right.
Either way, he says I need X crystals. So it shouldn't be too long, hopefully, if I can get some hits in, or if I can get some help.
Yes. Um, be cautious with Werbenu. I'm
Mm,
sure that you guys heard that conversation if you were in that too.
we were there the entire time.
Great. Then I don't have to re-explain it. He's very dangerous and very callous, but he has a very peculiar taste, and I'm sure your group can meet that demand.
Fun. Very well. And for now, I will take this path. Thank you for the opportunity. And with that, Dobat will, instead of going to the Apocrypha, he will waken.
Alright, you guys will awaken into the sunrise of a new day. Today is supposed to be the day of remembrance, but
I think
everyone's
everyone's gonna remember last night.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that the entire city is on edge. There are criers out in the street, be all exclaiming the same thing. Extra, extra! Hear all about it. It last night, a Noxian admiral nearly slain by mysterious assassins. Extra, extra! A banker found dead in the street.
Oh yes. Before I go to work, er, would any of you guys happen to speak Aquan?
No.
Nah, man, can't help you there. I need to speak with Darby.
I don't speak Aquan either. Yeah,
Sorry, do
even
you
though I'm not
speak?
there.
Do you speak Aquan?
No.
Oh yeah, I long rested. Don't forget to long rest.
Oh,
Uh,
what did Dobot say to that?
I don't speak Aquan, but I have the spell comprehend languages, if that helps.
That would help plenty.
Okay. How long does this thing last for? An hour.
Can you speak to someone for me?
It doesn't let me speak it.
Well, I just need you to understand.
Okay.
So I'll take him to the basement.
Alright. As you go down to the basement to see your prisoner, that's where we're going to leave off for this week.
Oh man.
So now Dobat. So I helped Layla out and also still got what I wanted. Hopefully.
Also, prisoner is such a strong word.
Who's in the basement? Oh.
Member of the Siren's Call that I
Yeah.
captured.
Yeah, I remember now.
They're just dead because they dehydrated.
They're not a Sahagin, they're a merfolk, so it's completely different.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, but hey, lore and side quests.
Alright. Well, everyone say bye to the viewers.
Bye, viewers.
Bye to the
Bye,
viewer.
viewers.